Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Crypto News. And today my question is, if I were to give you $1,000 right now, what would you buy with that? Let me know in the comment section down below and let's get on with the video. The first article of today, Ripple partner SBI launches digital token platform on the Corda blockchain. Ripple partner and financial giant SBI Holdings has introduced a new platform for issuing digital tokens using the Corda blockchain network. In a first pilot project, the XRP ledger-based MoneyTap application was used to process transactions. And now, the official report could also be found pretty easily here on the SBI Holdings official sbigroup.co.japan website. It's news from the 27th of July. It is pretty damn fresh, and exactly in here you can see all that it entails. Now, a couple of people were talking about this yesterday as well because of this title. Notice regarding demonstration experiment of S-Coin using blockchain solution Corda. If we scroll down a little bit though, you can see here, SBI Holdings is a platform for issuing digital currencies, etc. using Corda, a blockchain solution provided by R3 in the United States. We are pleased to inform that we have built an S-Coin platform and started a demonstration test for SBI Group employees from July 2020. So that part is actually a little bit weird, and I don't know exactly what is going to be coming from this S-Coin. They've explained a little bit down below here about what the purpose of it is, but I'm wondering exactly how far they're going to get, as they're also mentioning their joint venture with Ripple. In this demonstration experiment, we built a mechanism that works with this S-Coin platform and money transfer. A smartphone money transfer / settlement app provided by MoneyTap Co. Limited, a subsidiary of SBIH. And then they're talking about MoneyTap and the connection between MoneyTap and S-Coin. So basically I'm wondering, MoneyTap here is a partnership between Ripple and SBI, which does not utilize XRP. S-Coin is something they've created now, and here they say, regarding charges by sending money directly from your bank account to the S-Coin platform with the MoneyTap app, S-Coins are issued on the S-Coin platform. Payment can be made at any merchant of the payment service provided by MoneyTap. Normally, the payment will be made from the balance of the bank account, but in this demonstration experiment, the payment will be made from the balance of S-Coin. I'm really wondering, but if you guys know more about it, let me know in the comment section down below, because I think it's interesting to look into it, but I don't really see any positive news for XRP regarding all of this. It's just that the partner of Ripple with their joint venture have started something new, but it's not using XRP. Now, what I wanted to say about all of that is that I've been noticing a huge increase in partners of Ripple adoption, right? And one of those examples is Accenture here that we saw earlier. I think a couple of days ago I was talking about that. And another one is Polysign. There's a lot of connections between Ripple and really huge adoption of these banks. And I think that's really interesting to see as well. Now, another thing you guys must not forget is that tomorrow is going to be a huge day. However, there's really not that much known about this just quite yet. And I think the main reason for that is all we know is that Swell is going to go digital. And yes, if you missed my last episode, Swell is going digital and there are 5 regional events, one of which, North America, is going to be starting out tomorrow. And I will most likely live stream this if I get the chance to. I just don't know if I can, if I'm allowed to, and if I can even get into the North American one. Because, I mean, you know, we're not from there if you didn't know. But if one of you guys can share it with me, then that would also be amazing. Let me know in the comments down below if you're willing to. Because I think sharing this with everybody is some really key information and it could be huge. However, as I just said, there's really not that much known. All right, I've been looking just at the titles of all these articles down below here. And the point is, all these guys are just saying, hey, you know, this Swell conference is coming up. But nobody actually has any idea what is going to be said. And that's actually a little bit different from the previous years, where a couple of months prior, we got at least a couple of hints. Right, we knew at least a little bit about what was going to be coming. But right now, we literally have zero idea. And I think a part of that is because of the CV. You guys know what I mean with CV, the big pandemic situation. That has ruined, I think, a lot of the the planning that goes into events. They've planned things out, they know what they want. All of a sudden, a big pandemic sweeps in, and you got to change everything. You got to change your logistics, you got to change your everything, really. All your planning has to be redone. And maybe that also messed up their whole timetable of when they want to announce some stuff and when they want to settle everything down. Because really, it's still possible that at the 14th or 15th of October, when the real event is going to be in real life, that events will not be allowed, where they cannot do, a real in life event, but they are going to have to go for another online one. I don't know what the plan is at this point. I believe they are planning in October to do a real live one, in real life. However, with the way it's going right now, I don't know if they will be allowed to do such a thing, which is, again, another big factor for price, as I think people are less keen on all of that. But we'll see, as that is still a little bit further into the future. Tomorrow's an important day, but that's just the U.S. Regional. And again, we have no information about what's going to be told there, but we'll see within 24 hours. So if you know more, let me know in the comments section down below. I'm trying to explore it all, but I've looked, I couldn't find anything on any content. All right, RippleNet enabled OnePayFX records 450 million euros international transactional volume. So this is between Bank Santander and, of course, Ripple. Payment and cross-border remittance application OnePayFX that went live, should be with a V, right, in 2018, with the efforts of Ripple and Banco Santander, has just recorded a record volume of 450 million euros in cross-border transactions. That's pretty damn huge. All right, this does not utilize XRP just like that. However, eventually it can. At least that's what I like to reason. And as I said before, and as Brad Garlinghouse and some of the other executives over at Ripple have said, it's really a big part about getting the partners onto RippleNet. From that point on forward, getting them to use XRP is a small feat. All right, so seeing a lot of this going on is really, really positive for us. However, as I showed you guys earlier on my Twitter, and I don't know if you guys are still following me over there, but you should if you aren't. Let's actually go over to Twitter. If you guys are following me on Twitter or not, make sure you do that, because, well, I've been posting a lot of cool things today, and one of those things is a little bit of a video here, which you can see. And what it says in there is also that the banking system is kind of broken. And here it also says Bank Santander, Deutsche Bank, Royal Bank of Scotland, they're all broke, and a whole explanation for all of that. I really recommend you guys to watch this video and give me your feedback, as he really has a good point. And as I've also said before, I think that if many people were to understand the banking system, it would be completely just broken. But since 99% of the people don't even get it, it's just going to stay here for a long while, and it's going to be huge. But check this video out and let me know what you think about it. Ripple transfers almost 100 million XRP, while its ODL partner also move large XRP amounts. Blockchain giant Ripple has reached into its deep pockets to throw out 98 million XRP, while its ODL partner Bitstamp has moved half of that amount. So yeah, a couple of people have noticed some transactions going on, and what the problem with that is always is that we really don't know exactly what it's going to be going out for. However, according to Will Alert, part of these funds was sent from Ripple to its distribution wallet, around 33 mil. And one of the Twitter users in the comment thread assumed that this could be an institutional investor laying its hands on the XRP stash for future usage. Meanwhile, Ripple's ODL corridor Bitstamp has also made several large XRP transfers of 11.5 million, 7 and 30 million XRP, and that adds up to 48.5 mil, totaling $10.7 million. And again, we don't know exactly what is going to be going on for or what happened here. What we do know, though, is that this exchange, or this corridor actually, is still doing pretty damn good for XRP. And I think that with the addition of all these newer corridors, and possibly some new corridors pretty soon, right? We've been speculating about that a little bit. Yeah, that's also just going to keep on growing. However, for a long while, none of the current primary ODL corridors located in Mexico, the Philippines, Europe, and Australia have managed to even approach a new all-time high in the XP Liquidity Index. And the main reason for that we already discussed before, and that is that they've changed priorities a little bit, and they've changed tactics and strategy, and thus it all fell down. I don't know why they did it that way, but they did, and it can be understood. Ripple price analysis, golden cross on the horizon. Now, as we've said before, a golden cross is a pretty good indicator that some gains are about to be coming. However, it's not a certainty. This is not financial advice. It's just you might have a little bit of an edge. All right. In theory, you don't, but on the contrary, sometimes you do. Technicals for the XRP USD pair are bullish, as the spot price has crossed above the 200-day EMA and the daily Ichimoku cloud. A golden cross, which last occurred in May 2019, may occur over the course of the next week. XRP is a payment protocol, and the network token, blah, 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 aims to compete with the banking protocol SWIFT. Not completely true, but not completely false either. It's very far down, and if we go a little bit further, let's actually see exactly which part it was. Oh yeah, so this part here has a lot of history over at the Ripple and Ripple members, which is actually a really, really interesting part for me to just take a look at what we're actually working with here, because it's some info you don't really see at any other spot or any other place. Then it talks a little bit about regulatory clarity in the name of Ripple and exactly how they've done all of that, which was also really, really interesting. And fun fact, they actually skip out on this whole golden cross section a little bit more to really go over Ripple as a whole and XRP as a whole. And you can see here a ton of text, a ton of info if you are ever bored, because really there's a lot of stuff here to talk about. Really a lot of stuff. For me, all of this is already known. I actually did not learn anything new, but really there's a lot of cool things in here. Like for example, Corda is a smart contract and smart program platform allowing for interoperability between blockchains. In November of 2018, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation announced plans to use IOP and Coil in conjunction with Mojaloop to bring payments to the under and unbanked. That's stuff you just forget about, right? I possibly knew about this before, but I completely forgot about it. And by just reading through this article, you learn just those small nitty-gritty pieces once more, which in my opinion is really, really good and really, really useful. Now, in terms of price, yeah, the analysis is interesting, but very, 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 very elaborate, which makes you kind of skip out on the whole point. But as you can see here, it's a long article. You can learn a lot from this. You can check a lot out. And it's one of the ones I really recommend, right? I don't have that often. And I also don't know if it's really a good price article. It's just a good article if you want to just get your thoughts about Ripple and XRP up a little bit again. And by the way, talking about websites and news articles, I'm launching my own website and it's going to be up, I believe, this week, maybe tomorrow already. I'm working on the last bits and pieces. Maybe even today it's going to be up. I don't really know exactly what I'm going to be doing there. But yeah, there's going to be a ton of cool content on there. And I'm also looking for a couple of people who want to possibly write some articles. I don't know if it's going to pay just quite yet. I don't know how to monetize a blog or things like that, but that will be coming in the future. I just want to pump out some articles whenever I feel fit and put on there everything I want. And yeah, I'll be letting you guys know once I roll that out, but make sure you stay tuned. And then also one of the things you should not forget is that Ripple's Payburner P2P platform enters beta testing. And again, a lot of these e-commerce payments are going to be made easier. It's a gradual progress, right? We've been seeing a ton of these ventures pop up, but having it happen from one of the Ripple executives just adds a little bit extra of a trust kind of feeling. Because they are doing that, I think a lot of people will, at least in my opinion, utilize it a little bit quicker than if it were to be just a random individual, just a random platform doing it. But guys, that was it for this video. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. I have a lot of other articles on other coins and whatnot, but I guess let's just keep this one for just Ripple, and I'll talk about the other coins in another video coming out later today. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys again in another crypto video. Take care and have a very, very nice day. It's going to be a huge week for Ripple.